New research finds that parents who frequently talk to their infants and toddlers not only help improve their vocabulary, but also their nonverbal abilities, such as reasoning and ability to understand numbers.
Well done. Today, Sanford pediatrician Dr. Stephanie Hansis joins us to talk about talking to the toddlers. Welcome back to the show. It's good to see you.
Hi, thank you.
So why is this so important?
Well, you know, little kids, infants and toddlers, their brains are just like sponges. And we have an incredible opportunity as parents and caregivers to interact with them, to help encourage them, and to help them grow in that way.
And so what are you seeing with research by talking to them, even though they're nonverbal a lot of the time, or just talking to infants and talking to toddlers?
Yeah.
What are you finding? How does that help?
Yeah, so we know that kids learn from their environment. So if they're surrounded by people who are talking with them and interacting with them, engaging them, that allows their brain to just flourish and grow.
And I know at daycare they teach us parents even some small nonverbal cues just to help them with more. I know that's this one there.
Yeah.
My kids always say that with snacks. So how does that help them too, that nonverbal going then into the verbal?
Yeah, you know, so using baby sign, allowing kids to see your facial expression and your body language, that's going to help them understand all of those ways to communicate, to relate to people, and to make their own wishes known.
Wonderful.
So you should be basically talking to them all the time, I presume.
Yeah.
You know, and then is there any point in time if you don't see a certain development level, like, oh, maybe I should do something about this?
Right.
Or...
You know, so when we do well-child visits or checkups, you know, we're always assessing a child's development as part of that, no matter what age they are. So making sure your child's getting regular well-child care. If you have a concern about their language development, you know, if they get to their toddler years and they're not using words, if they're not, you know, becoming more and more easy to understand, or if you feel like they're not understanding you, bring it up to your child's doctor. Let them know that you have a concern so that you can have some conversation and they can do some assessment.
And I'm sure you could always ask the doctor, are there different milestones, like, you know, when you have an infant and they throw their hands up from a loud noise, you know, that's a good sign.
Yeah, that startle reflex.
Yes. So are there ways, what is the best way as a parent to know that your child is doing the right thing?
Yeah, so I think, you know, there are a number of websites that have resources and also just different parenting books that can walk you through that process. But having a relationship with your child's doctor is probably the best way to know, are they on track or do I need to be concerned?
Obviously, a parent can't be talking 24/7. So is there any like cartoons or shows or apps you say, oh, this is a really good thing you can put your kid in front of and will help them develop? Or...
Yeah, you know, really the literature does not support that those electronic apps or TV shows really encourages language development the same way that human interaction does. So I would say that while those are fun and sometimes a good distraction, really talking with your child and exposing them to people is the best way to do that.
So I have a nephew and he's 8 months old, and now I can talk to him and then he'll say like, back. And I'm like, oh, we are having a conversation.
Yeah, you really are though. That is an early sign, that back and forth interaction. That's how a child learns to talk to you and to express what they're doing. And it's so much fun.
It is very fun. And I say something and then he talks back. We're having a conversation.
What does he say again?
But that's going to help down the road.
Yes. Have fun with your kids. I mean, they're part of your family. They're there to enjoy. And having those interactions and helping them learn can be really rewarding as a parent.
Now, what about singing? Does singing help?
Yes. You know, I'm a terrible singer. I do it all the time. My daughter hates it. But that's another way just to have fun in your household, to be active together, to interact.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No, I like I said, have fun with your kids. I think we feel a lot of pressure as parents to do things perfectly. You've got to do this certain way or your kid's going to be wrecked. That's just not true. I think do what feels right for your family, and just be lighthearted and have fun with it.
And I think the biggest thing is just because they're small, they're an infant or a toddler, still talk to them.
Yeah.
And because they understand so much. They are so smart.
They do, and it's good for their brain.
Yes. Wonderful.
Thank you, Doc. Really appreciate being here.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Thank you so much for joining us today here on North Dakota Today. And of course, thank you to Victoria. Well, I'm going to dub her as Victoria Corningstone, but
That
Janine
works.
Larson. So, yeah, does that work for you?
It does. It does. It does. There are so many quotes, though, I can't say on television from that movie. but that's okay.
It is okay. I think people get it if you see Ron Burgundy. So I'm curious. You've had an hour now on the show. I mean, how does it? Do you feel like, wow, I missed this? I wish I was doing more of this, or?
This is so much fun. I get to do a lot of this every day in my job, communicating, and I'm always trying to get my children more comfortable with communicating with other people, and so I love this. I love communicating.
Well, you're really
I love hanging out with you.
You're uber talented at it, so we appreciate you being here. Yeah, great job.
A lot of fun.
Maybe she'll be back another day. I think Lisa Boudreau is going to be back tomorrow, and as always, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.